Hello. Well, full time. I had to come inside actually because outside Arsenal are preparing to lift the Emirates Cup. We have done it. We've retained the trophy. Our second of pre-season. We've done the double, guys. Can you believe it? It's meaningless, really, isn't it? But I suppose it's nice for all the young kids, the families who are there today, get to see them lift a trophy at the end of the weekend. And also for those young players too. I think, it's an important moment for a lot of them, the Emirates Cup, the likes of Reece Nelson, the likes of Cohen Bramall. At full time there, I saw Cohen Bramall on the field talking to Per Mertesacker. He was talking about the game, he was gesturing, and I thought, first of all, that's great. I love that from Mertesacker, a senior figure, talking to a young player about his first game at the Emirates Stadium, what he learned from it. I also thought for Bramall, wow, what a moment that's been, what a steep incline his career has been on. He did look a bit overawed at times today, but I think that is completely understandable. Anyway, it wasn't a great game, in truth. When Arsene Wenger throws teams together like this, sometimes it won't gel, and it didn't really gel today. And I think the main reason for that was the absence of Granit Xhaka. He's become so important. You think of Ozil as the playmaker, but really the primary playmaker is often Xhaka. He's the guy taking it off the back four. He's the guy finding those wing backs from deep. And without him, it didn't really work, especially when the guy in his position was a 17-year-old Joe Willock, who looks very tidy, but that's a huge ask to ask him to play that role in the team. Ramsey tears up the field, runs all over the place, leaves Willock on his own, and he's just not ready yet to take on that responsibility. What else to say? Defending wasn't great. Back three of Monreal, Koscielny and Elneny. Elneny looks terrific centre-half as long as he's got the ball. His distribution's very good, but he's not great in the air. He doesn't track his runners. I think it's going to be tricky to get away with fielding him there in truly competitive games. And in terms of the wing-backs in the first half, we didn't look sharp. Oxlade-Chamberlain was on the left. He's not always so comfortable there. And Hector Bellerin just looked rusty. His touch was off. He was dribbling out of play. But in the second half, once Bramall came on, Oxlade-Chamberlain switched to the right, and that seemed to open up big possibilities for us. He was brilliant, to be honest. Really had the beating of his man. And created our goal, which was scored by Lacazette. I mean, Lacazette scored the goal that won us the tournament because it was on goals scored we did it. We might have lost today. I feel like, we finished on 9 points. Sevilla finished on 9 points. They were probably back, up in the technical team. The Emirates desperately trying to figure out what the rules are. Can we change it so that we win, so that we keep the trophy? We managed to do it. Oxlade-Chamberlain tore down the right, not unlike the way Kolasinac did down the left yesterday, tucked it back. Danny Welbeck produced one of those trademark scuffed finishes at the near post, and Lacazette was just there. He arrived, tucked it away first time. Not really involved in the game. He hasn't been really in many of the pre-season matches, but when chances have come, he's done all right. And that's what they've bought. They've bought a finisher, and if he gets the ammunition, he probably will score goals. Alexis will be integral to that. Think of what a creative force he was last season, how many chances he created, how many assists he made. If we can get those two in tandem, well, we'll see. We'll see what happens when Alexis recovers from his flu and comes back to training. What else to say? I thought that, Oxlade-Chamberlain shone as a right wing-back. I thought that Danny Welbeck had some interesting moments as an inside forward. Yesterday and today, Walcott and Welbeck played closer to the centre forward than Ozil and Alexis ordinarily would. I guess that's the type of players they are. But is that maybe a slight shift in this formation Wenger's looking to implement? Will it be more like a front two than a sole striker? That might suit Lacazette, who has always performed well in a two. Yes, that's it. We've won the Emirates Cup, Community Shield next. The treble is on, guys. The pre-season treble is on. We got battered by Chelsea a couple of weeks ago. It would be lovely for morale, for my personal optimism for the season, to go and, put in a good performance against them at Wembley. I'll be there watching that. It'll be a stronger side, and fingers crossed, we can show that we're coming into the season in good form and with good fitness. I'm about to go to the press conference now. That was probably the most interesting part of yesterday. Maybe it will be so again, but I'll speak to you tomorrow nonetheless. Cheers, guys.